End of the season. One game. All on the line. Do I believe in them? I do believe. Do I believe in our Super Bowl title hopes? That's kind of dwindled. But at least for the division, we shan't. No, we won't. No, nay, sayers or the people, even the people that we will win. Dolphins versus Bills, because this is sort of all we got. Need to go balls to the wall. 3-6-9. You know what I'm talking about. Where the sweat, y'all leave it out. Yeah, that's what we about to do. There ain't no other choice. It sort of sucks that we even got to this point. Now, I was like, the game plan is easy. Stop, cook, put Ramsey on Diggs all day. That's the best we gonna really do from here. Get Van Grinkle. I was like, I'm gonna get the name perfect, but all day, because Jesus Christ, I was like, injuries all at toward the end of the season for the Dolphins. Now, I do think we can beat the Bills. Like, the Bills haven't been no juggernaut. I was like, hell, we haven't really been no juggernaut. But I was like, I think we have the advantage of beating up on their defense more than them. I was like, them being up on our defense. Don't get me wrong. Allen can go full Allen, good and bad. But the thing is that even with his bad, there's too much good that can happen, because without our defensive ends, there ain't no one that could. I was like, now you depend on your linebackers, and I'm not gonna lie, Jared Allen bigger than some of the damn linebackers. But I was like, if I was like they're getting healthy because they got Knox coming back. I was like, along with them, so I'm like, they getting their weapons here as we're losing defensive players. But I mean, I feel like Catane and Cook and Catane and Diggs, they're good players, so it's not like it's just gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna smother them, we're gonna wrap them up. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that make Allen think he got it. That's all you gotta do. Just trick him into the whole bag. Just have him think like, oh, I got that pass, yank. Oh, I got that throw. Nope, I got that seam. Oh, I just a couple more seconds. Sack by somebody else on the team that we got. We still got Wilkins. But I was like, they just gonna double team him, Us on the other hand, our offense. I was like, we ain't got no Waddle. Most are still hurt. But to be honest, I was like, the way our team is like constructed, that's why I'm not in fear. Now I will say that if Buffalo start playing some bully ball, we're a little bit vulnerable with that bully ball. I'm just that's where our little bit of vulnerability comes in. That's, you've seen the teams we played. If you want to be rugged, you can be rugged with it. But we still can put points on you. I was like, we could be like them Golden State Warriors anytime. And I was like, Tyreek Hill, we gonna have to feed him the ball. Like he hungry. He ain't eating in days. We just gonna have to feed him the ball. But Cedric Wilson has been a real bright spot and revelation this season. Yes, they got Smythe, who we don't really use a tight end. Claypool, he hadn't really came on at all since we really sort of got him. Craycraft, I was like, he's sort of been here and there. Barry, same with Barrios. I think what is really kept the season going is really Wilson being big. He's like, he's the second biggest receiver after Claypool, but he actually shows it, and he's also fast. like Claypool's a deep threat, but he's not fast. Like Wilson can run, just not. But I was like being number like 6 on the team is accomplishment with the team that they got. Yeah, no, I was like, I think a lot of Tyreek Hill and a lot of screen game. I think that's the way to do it, especially getting Achane out in space. I was like, yeah, they tried to show that he could run up in the middle a little bit, especially against Baltimore. But that's really not his game. He's really an outside runner. I sort of rather have Jeff Wilson sort of run up into the middle a little bit more than Achane. And not like I was like, you got to do it. You got to give him a good enough diet just to show the team that you're playing against, that we're gonna run this ball any way necessary. But with them not having Milano and stuff like that, I was like, throwing Achane out and all that other stuff, I was like, we got advantage all on offense. So it's really just, can our defense just not break? You can give Allen that 60-yard bomb, but when we on the goal line, right in that area, that's where just keep them the field goal. We can win this. Now, as going a part of the Super Bowl aspirations, no, there was a chance, there was a time, there was a place, who, what, when, where, but now more like why did it have to happen so much at the end? But also, it was the injury. It didn't really matter when it was going to happen. We're really just sort of just boned in that area. It is what it is. And that's why Tua's going to have to actually, I was like, we already know how great Tyreek Hill is. But that's where I'm like, okay, these are the times where your quarterback is supposed to be like, oh, okay, defense railing, I got y'all. Oh, we losing here somewhere on offense, I got y'all. This is where Tua got to step up. This is where Tua could just prove and show that he's just not a good quarterback. He could be a great quarterback. Kind of like the scheme's there, the players are mostly there. But to be honest, I was like, our matchups isn't there's outside of the Ravens. I'll say kind of we'll get a finalized picture, where we'll see the matchups. But there's nobody I'm scared of in the AFC, to be honest, where I'm like, we can't get to the Super Bowl. I don't think we can. Kind of just think the injury came so late in the season that there's nothing we could do about it. At least for mid-season, you could get some pickups of people or something like that. But I was like, Ravens. Brown got good defense, but I was like, and Flacco been playing all right and good, the good, but I'm not afraid of them. Jacksonville, not really either. Houston, I was like, Houston and Jacksonville sort of just because I was like, and I was like, even the Colts, I was like, they all got the offense to sort of match up. That's sort of what the scary part is. But I think we sort of got, I think we sort of got them on I was like, except for Jacksonville, we sort of got them on defense. Jacksonville's defense is pretty much pretty good. So I'm like, in comparison, Colts and Texans sort of falling off from how they were playing earlier in the season to me. The Colts they've been solid. Yeah. Anyway, I was like, I'm over here rambling. I was like, I need to cut this. I was like, no need for this to hear me just ponder. Once the playoff seeding is set, we'll give them more of a stamp. But I'm here to say Dolphins win by 9. That's what I'm going to say. I think it's going to be a close game for a good portion. And we just able just to score enough to where Allen's heroics don't work. I could go with something big, but let's be a little realistic when this is a divisional game, last game. And it's for the division, and it could change a whole lot in that. And, when the seeding's along with that. So I was like, it's a lot more stakes than just playing spoilers. Anyway, what do you think? You a Dolphins believer? How do you feel about our Super Bowl aspiration alone, us against Buffalo, and our chance to win? Let me know. Holla at me. Out.